What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat, and this is your WCW Weekend Contest walkthrough where the big girl plays.
What? The big girl?
Well, we got one on screen, and I can say girls, but it's just the one right there.
The Soulless One. She's been traipsing through the toxic waste, and she's glowing. She's just radiant.
Ooh,
so beautiful.
So beautiful.
This zombie bride, the Soulless One, the Ginger, Bayley. Brand new Bayley is out of control. Get her shards throughout the weekend, milestone tours and offers, along with medallions to unlock the riches on the prize wall. Squint at rare, I don't know why it says to squint, at rare superstar shards, 6-star bronze poster, and 2 new skill plate. While you're squinting, did you see, Lee? 2 new skill plates.
Oh, I missed it. I better open my eyes.
We have the Out of Kintaro plate and the L.A. Bite plate. L.A. Bite plate. Ooh.
I know. I was really hoping that they would name the zombie L.A. Bite, but at least they got it on the plate. I'll take it.
Or L.A. Fright. It was another great idea. I think you had
that one.
Side effects include screenshots are taken from a test environment. Text, numbers, items, and dates are subject to change. Some parts of the contest might still be a work in progress, so check in-game for the latest numbers and items. Once the contest is started, please consult your physician. The schedule. Events. Looking at it tomorrow, Friday at Reset, the Soulless One contest starts at noon Pacific, and it's going to end, I think that's Monday at noon Pacific. We've got a weekend showdown. We're going to walk through this contest and tell you how to beat the showdown. But for those of you that have Bayley or will get Bayley very early on in the next 48 hours, you'll have a premium showdown showcase. 24 hours only, starts at noon Reset. I said 48 hours because we're filming this on Thursday. Let me just clarify. It's a 24-hour showdown that begins at noon Pacific Friday. So if you recruit her within the first 24 hours of the showdown and this contest, you can enter that showdown. That'll end Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific, with the regular showcase starting for the rest of us Saturday at noon Pacific at Reset, and going all weekend long. Hey, Lee, please note, regular showdown showcase start on Saturday. Everyone who got Bayley out of control early in the contest can benefit from the extra rewards in the premium showdown that runs only on Friday, but it contains no contest points. Is that clear? Did we clarify that?
That is clear. Clear as mud.
Well, Lee, will you take us on a journey? Will you take us on a shard journey? A shard journey throughout the weekend?
A journey towards your sharding. All right. Main prizes include Bret Hart, the best there was. 75 shards of him in the solo milestones. Another 50 and 25 in the premium. Total of 150 if you don't already have him. Look at Bayley, though. Bayley, not a whole lot for her this weekend. 70 in the showdown, 50 in the faction contest, and 80 in the tours. Plus, there's a bonus 100 CSS related in the solo milestones, and up to 250 on the faction contest leaderboard, plus another 100 in offers. So unless you're within about 200 shards of her, you're going to have to hope to pull her out of the loot. Plus, 450 shards of Jacob Fatu on the prize wall. If you didn't get Jacob Fatu last month and you're close, let me just tell you, he was dominating the boss battle this weekend. And also, don't forget that there's upcoming shards in the next weekend's contest. Next weekend, LA Night 5,500. We saw in the month-long blog that it's 3,000 regular and 2,500 on the spin side. He's a 5,000 recruit, so be really close to get him right there. And next weekend, 400 of Out of Kintaro Bayley, plus another 150 Bret Hart. And Rusty, what is that going to give us? We got a main prize wall here, and I know you want to talk about these plates, so I'm gonna turn it over to you.
Main prize wall. Okay. Main prize wall. We got the LA Bite plate on the main prize wall. the effect, when you activate a red move, increase your yellow gym damage by 75% for 1 turn. Now, let me just say, this is as it stands in the blog today.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, these plates get an update before they go live. So, subject to change. Lee, so there was some controversy last week when we tested LA Knight, and they were saying the Piper plate doesn't work on him. The way his moves, he's broken. You have any thoughts on the LA Bite plate and what it might do to supplement what the Piper plate could not do, I guess?
Right. Well, the Piper plate theoretically is supposed to be a 100% every time you make the pyro gems, but the way that it goes off, triggers, I should say, it justifies at the end of the turn cycle, and so it's not quite hitting the 500 million that everybody had hoped and thought it was. But now, if you run red, red, yellow with him, you've got 2 red moves buffing for 150%, as opposed to the maybe 100, give or take, depending on how the Piper plate triggered. We're gonna have to do a showdown, not the showdown event, but like a video where we run 1 time with the Piper and 1 time with LA Bite and see which one gives you the most bang for your buck. But it's at least one more reason why you don't have to have another Piper plate if you can get this one.
I was thinking that damage was low, but when you said that it would stack, that makes a lot of sense, right? Okay, nice. Well, then we've got the Control Freak plate.
I like it.
Control Freak plate. Out of control. When you make 6 or more silence gems, increase all of your gem damage, so it doesn't matter the color, by 50%, and all of your move damage by 200%.
Yeah.
She's already Godzilla-esque, crushing buildings with her move damage. And we're gonna boost it another 200. You earlier today on our show, you said, I really like Zombie Bayley, but my fear is she's going to become very outdated as the meta evolves, and she's not going to be able to keep up with the damage. What say you now, sir? What say you now?
I was wrong. Actually, I was thinking about that because she did over 100 and something million damage when we were doing her power rating. And so this, if she can do 150 million, whatever, something like that with this is going to be interesting. But I don't remember us making silence gems. We're going to have to see which moveset build that is.
Yeah, I don't remember. Maybe the sub move Left Behind silence. I don't remember either. Well, I'm sure someone out there is yelling at the screen right now about how
how dare you forget? Well, we do a lot of movesets. So, anyways, what else are we getting, Rusty?
Let me lock my sights on some of these posters and shards on this weekend's prize wall. I had said earlier that I was surprised there was no support for Zombie Liv. Here she is. She is on the prize wall. So we've got 6-star Bronze Bayley is claimable on the prize wall. Jacob Fatu. I think those are the shards we saw earlier. Yeah. Undertaker, Ministry of Darkness. I'm pretty sure all of these are shards except for Bayley's poster.
Correct.
Usos, We the One shards. Living Dead shards. That's awesome. Zombie Bianca shards, Heartless Kid shards, Zombie Mankind, and Zombie Undertaker. Wow. Very, very cool. In addition to those shards, listen to this rundown of plates, Lee. Holy smokes. The brand new Bayley Control Freak plate, the LA Bite plate, the Bite Man's Battle Armor plate that works on Jacob Fatu.
It does.
Whoa. Wow. Thomas chest plate, which is highly desirable, especially if you have Julius. The Unbreakable Crown, very, very fun on Mae Young, but also relentless Kevin Owens. You slap it on him, and it helps balance out some of his inconsistencies. The Sheriff's Badge, probably my favorite plate. The Sheriff's Badge plate, probably my favorite plate in all champions. The General's Hand, is going to work great on Zombie Bayley. It's going to refill that yellow sub.
Yeah.
The Last Ride to Hell plate, which is a lot of fun on your trap, plus green gems like King of Pop Style, Nakamura, like Silence Dexter, and of course Zombie Undertaker. And then you have the Heartstopper plate, which makes D'Lo Brown go from Skilo to B-Lo. He goes way up there. I don't know.
Skilo Informer. No, that was Snow. Never mind. Anyway.
Right? No, that was Snow, wasn't it?
Right, that was Snow.
There's also going to be a plus 100% move damage strap for Bayley. Out of control, star fragments, tokens, and coins. For anyone out there that gets the Bayley plate and the Bayley strap and Bayley this weekend,
that's a big haul. Yeah.
I'll be avoiding you in showdowns from here on out in feuds. Well, Lee, is there going to be a solo contest, or is this weekend different than all the others?
Yeah, they've canceled the solo contest. No. Of course there is. Solo contest, recruit Bayley out of Qatar and spin Z loot. Max milestone 15 million. You're getting 125 Brett shards, 100 Bayley shards, 32,500 Soulless medallions, and 1 Chelsea Green's radioactive sign. The top 20 leaderboards can earn 5,000 Bayley shards and a 6-star gold tokens. Your chance to unlock her early. Well, it's a leaderboard, so you won't get her early, but, I guess before next weekend, I guess is the idea. Well, anyway. What about the showdown, Rusty?
I mentioned the premium showdown competition earlier, but there's going to be 5,000 prize wall medallions on that. So that's going to be pretty juicy, and 6-star gold tokens. Max milestone 160K points, usually because they're 10K points per showdown, and you do 16 of them and you max it.
Right.
And that's going to have some requirements like offensive slot 1 is female, and you must use Bayley. Offensive slot 2 is male, and then defensive slot open, no requirements. Female slot 1, male slot 2. But that's going to be for only the lucky few with Bayley. The rest of us, Lee, will be eager to start on Saturday with the showdown competition. Max milestone of 2 million. We're also going to have some stretch milestones. They're going to have bags, right? The soulless bags. And inside the bags, what's there going to be? Either Bayley shards or prize wall medallions. So some of us may end up with those Bayley shards if we grind out on the stretch. Also, there's going to be Soulless One Shard loot coins. So that means shard loot, right? There's going to be a second shard loot. Okay, so there's going to be the regular weekend loot, then there's going to be a shard loot. So that's the first we've heard of it. And there's going to be 4.2 million solo contest points, as well as Soulless One medallions, 70 Bayley shards. But Lee, as I unfurl this, it looks like we've got our work cut out for us. You want to run down what we got to do in this showdown to actually get all this goods?
Sounds good. Yeah, well, it's open across the board except for defensive slot 1, which is a female zombie, which, at least you got Chelsea Green, if nothing else. Maybe some others.
Right.
And then you've got your regular tasks, which happen every single time there's a showdown. I'm not going to read through all the points, but as you can see, you go through the leagues, and every league gives you points up to Elite Champion League. Now the stuff that changes, gem damage or break tasks. Break 1 green gem in showdown, only your own counts, and you can get 200 of those for 675 points. Break a black gem, same thing. Deal 1,000 damage with any zombie superstar up to 90,000 points. Deal 450 damage with any Rhea Ripley. That'll be easy if you got Acro Rhea. 1 time, 40,000 points. And then you've got 450 with any Stacy Keebler. Super Stacy's actually really good. Check out our Should You Take Her 6-star gold video. It'll surprise you. 225 damage with any Bayley. 90,000 points. And then the bonus CSS, Bianca Belair, EST in Peace. That's the zombie. Bobby Lashley, All Bitey, that's the zombie. You're going to see a theme with that. Cody Rhodes, Endless Nightmare. Liv Morgan, Living Dead. And Becky Lynch, Becky 2 Bites. Plus, if you have Bret Hart, put him on your male side
Ooh.
for every single match because it's worth 1,500 points. And if you got Bayley, you can put her in your number 1 slot there and get a 3,000 bonus every single time around, plus 350 because Bayley is a striker. So tell us about the faction now.
One thing I've been trying to practice lately, Lee, and let me throw this out since this is a weekend contest walkthrough, I have been trying to be more intentional at assessing my opponent's notoriety and intentionally reaching for higher notoriety. I don't know if maybe you're watching and you don't do that. Sometimes maybe you refresh to find easier matchup, or you refresh to find higher notoriety. I've been trying to do maybe 5 or 6 refreshes if required to find the highest notoriety that's substantially higher than my own. And I'm seeing me climb in the ladder, in the ranks, in the leaderboards higher than I ever have before, with that one subtle, simple change. Is that something you always do, Lee?
Well, it is something that I started paying attention to. I don't try to leaderboard often, but it is worth it sometimes to go for the rewards, especially if you have some good characters. And yeah, the only way you get the most amount of notoriety is to attack people who have more notoriety than you do. And so I've started paying a lot more attention to that. And, instead of going for the easier matches, I've gone for the ones with the higher notoriety on them.
Yeah, so, and when I say leaderboard, just a note of clarification. When I say leaderboard, a lot of times I'm going to be in maybe the top 2,000, right? But if I look at it, maybe the top 1,000, it doesn't take a whole lot of adjustment to get there.
Right.
But a lot of times the shards will be significantly higher, right?
Yep.
So maybe like everyone in the 2,000 range gets like 100 shards. Everyone or like midweek medallions, as we look at the Gunther showdown, just feels like we've been doing a lot of showdown lately.
Yeah.
So if you make a little simple change, since you're putting in the time, get the most out of it, right? So that's what Lee and that's why we make content, because we want you to get the most out of it. Well, the faction competition is going to go live this weekend as well. In the faction competition, there's a max milestone of 12 million points with 1.8 million solo contest points. We're going to see 9 of those shard loot coins, as well as 50 Bayley shards. So encourage your faction to really be playing. You want to you can earn up to 6,500 prize wall medallions in the leaderboard, which we were just talking about, and up to 250 shards for Bayley out of control. So this is how you're going to attack the showdown as a faction, right? For every medallion that you round up, there's going to be 5 times the points in that first 24 hours, right?
Nice.
For 70 points each, no limit. And then you're going to collect one Soulless One medallion throughout the weekend for 14 points, unlimited. Then you're going to want to attack green gems. Only your own gems count, but you get 20 points with a faction limit of 60,000 of that. So that's really good, right? And then same with black gems, even better. 60 points with a limit. Now it's a little less, but it's 20,000, but it's higher points. Same thing with yellow gems, 60 points and a limit 20,000. Health packs, why not? Use some health packs this weekend, up to 100,000 limit. And that's going to place you so much higher as you chase these shards if you play intentionally. Lee, are there any tours this weekend?
No tours this weekend. Sorry, Rusty. Oh, wait, yes, it does say there's some here.
No.
Move right along. That's right. Limited time tours. You get 2,000 shards of Bayley if you have Bayley already, which is, it's kind of a have some to get some sort of thing.
Spend money to make money, they say, right?
That's right. And if you don't have Bayley, you get 80 shards of Bayley, 11,600 solo medallions, and then 3.89 million contest points. On Friday, you get the early recruitment tour for getting Bayley out of control. Also on Friday, the Bloody Hitman Brawl, which is any showboat, but CSS if you use Bret Hart, Undertaker, Solo Sikoa, Triple H, Rex Regum, or you've at least got Kevin Owens' greatest hits.
I love that inclusion. I think most of the community will have that Legends KO and be able to go pretty hard on the tour. That's great.
That's right. Also on Friday, Ministry of Deadness, any acrobat, Undertaker, Dead Man Walking, Sami Zayn the Champ, Great Muta, and Devon Dudley. That's actually one where I almost have none of those guys. Well, that's not true. I'm missing the middle two, but that's a thick set of characters that way. Also on Friday, there's a lot of these. EST of WWE, which is any Bianca Belair, any Bianca on normal, Glamour Est, Tough Est, and EST in Peace on the rest. Friday, again, any Liv Morgan, Live, Watch Me Live, and Living Dead being the bonuses. And then Friday, there's also a challenge tour. Normal's Powerhouse, Hard is Acrobat, Hell is Zombie, and Normal and Hard is any Zombie. And then Saturday, Untombed, that would be your Chelsea Green right there. And then Sunday, you've got a bunch more. You've got the Bloodless Bloodline with any of the Bloodline characters from last month. You've got Zombie Takeover, which includes Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Two Bites. And then you've got the Sunday Out of Control, and that's the last tour if you not only get Bayley, but also have her at 6-star by the end of the weekend. That is a lot of tours, Rusty. You said, are there any tours? There's like a buttload of them.
Well, you know why? I think there's a lot of tours, at least the way I interpret this is because over time the community's given feedback that when there's a premium showdown and they can't play it, then there's just nothing to do. I can't even play the game.
That's right.
I think they're rolling out those Friday tours to supplement what we can't do. Right. Hey, if that Bayley plate excited you, Lee, it's going to be in the loot this weekend. You can get a chance and Bayley Out of Control in the brand new Control Freak skill plate. 40 pulls will guarantee 3 items from the featured loot. So that plate, you might pull it, right? I mean, that's pretty cool. That's what happened with the Chelsea plate earlier this month. A lot of people ended up pulling it. Let's see. It doesn't say anything about the LA Bite plate being in the loot, so let's assume it will not be there.
Yeah, it's probably Showdown prize wall only.
Unless we see otherwise. So the shard loot is going to be your place to collect shard loot coins and then to use them in the respective loot for superstar shards that can help you in this contest. So probably the contest CSS are going to be there. You know, Lee, I wish people would watch these videos to the very end. You know why? Because, well, it helps the community. I mean, can you imagine getting this cool new Bayley for free for just a couple of sentences worth of work? Do you think the world is that generous?
I think so. I think so. Yes.
How's it possible? How could such a deal exist, Lee? That's something for free for just a few mere words. There could be an exchange of commerce and rewards.
Pay in words. Ironic concept. Yeah, well, if you go on the WWE Champions official forum and give constructive feedback, that would be something along the lines of, here's what I liked about the event, here's what I did not like about the event, and here's the things that I would suggest to make me like the event better. Then you, too, might get chosen to win one very special Bayley. And, Rusty, we know some people that have won this, don't we?
I heard they give partiality to Champions Chat viewers. I've heard if you tell them Lee sent you, tell them the Soulless Ginger sent me to the forum to type this. And you may you may be chosen to win.
You too could be the chosen one.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's really easy because, like, if you look at the odds on the loot of pulling Bayley, you have a lot higher chance of being chosen to win this than you do at pulling Bayley. So
that's right.
If you're a gambler like I am, you can kind of hedge your bets by entering in the forum contest. That's all for me, Lee. Take us out and tell them about Friday night, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's it for me as well. Thank you for watching this all the way to the very end, like you're our very best friend, and you could be one of our very best friends by showing up on Friday nights to the official WWE Champions Twitch stream, where we're going to power rate some people. I don't know, maybe a Ninja Turtle, maybe a Muscle Man or something in the mix. We'll see. And we're also going to maybe, show off these new plates for you to see as well. So check us out on there. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.